birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dearest Miss Jessica. I think the space is, I started in the middle. That's awesome. Yeah, the Gingerbread Bakery by Lori Gilman. And land it with Mr. Kitty on Mr. Kitty's nose.
So yesterday was my birthday, and I am officially 40, which I don't really have any strong positive or negative feelings about that. It just kind of feels like another year older. However, I do feel hopeful that my 40s will be my best decade yet. And I say that because I really struggled in my 20s and 30s. I really was high masking back then and tried really hard to fit in and just like pushed myself to do all these things that weren't good for my physical and mental well-being. And so I feel like the last few years I've really gone on a journey of self-reflection as far as like what I want my life to look like and how I'm going to take care of myself better. Having been diagnosed autistic and going into a new decade, knowing that about myself, I feel like I know myself better than I ever have. And so I'm really thankful to have that because masking for so long really, really was hard on me. And so I just feel like I'm in a much better place than when I was 10 or even 20 years ago. And I'm looking forward to building a life that really complements my energy, my health, my interests. Um, so yeah, I I definitely still struggle on a daily basis. Like October was a really hard month for me. I think I cried about half the days and was just like really emotional. Not really about being 40, but just not being where I want to be financially or um, career career wise yet. And I feel like the clock is ticking on those things. Um, but overall, I'm still very hopeful of what this next decade is going to bring. I don't really have any goals for myself going into this next year, except to just kind of build on the things that I've already been doing, which is um, building hobbies that I enjoy and that don't drain me of energy. I'm still working on like my decluttering and minimalist journey and looking for a career that supports my lifestyle, being an autistic person, um, and getting out, being physically healthy, going on lots of adventures with my husband. And so those are the things I'm going to focus on in the next year. To celebrate, we went up to Portland for a few days. We had a really good time. I booked one night at a hotel room in downtown Portland. It was right next to the Arlene Schnitzer concert hall. And it was a really nice hotel. It was called the Heathman Hotel. It's a library or like literary themed hotel. And so they have like a great big library down in the lobby, which unfortunately it was closed while we were there because they're doing a huge renovation. So we didn't even get to see it. So that was kind of a bummer. When I booked our stay, I didn't realize that there was the Portland Book Festival going on that weekend. And so I think a lot of the authors and people who went to this event were staying in that hotel because I kept seeing people with badges and like book totes and stuff. And then because the event was like right next door. And so a bunch of the roads were blocked off and you could just see like lines and lines of people while we were up there, I really wanted to go to a couple bookstores, so we went to Powell's and Grand Gesture Books, and both were super crowded because of the event, which I didn't realize, and so it was a little overwhelming, and I didn't get to like look in depth in some of the places like I would have liked to. But overall, it was fine. It was kind of a quick in and out trip in each one. Pals we went to last year, and so I kind of knew my way around what I wanted to find. And then Grand Gesture is a new bookstore that opened, I think, about a year ago, like a couple blocks away. But it is a really nice romance themed bookstore. Um, and everyone there was really nice. It was super crowded again, so unfortunately I didn't get to look around very much, but definitely cute, and I definitely would go back there. We also, while we were up there, we went on a couple little adventures. The first day we were up in Portland, we went and saw the Portland Troll, which we've done a couple years ago. I actually, once we got there, I realized that we did it for my birthday 2 years ago. And so it was kind of cool to see the slight changes from then to now. But that's a really cool little free thing if you want to go do. And then on my birthday, we spent the morning hiking in Forest Park. We went to the Witch's Castle. Um, my husband had not seen that yet, and I thought that would be a really good one for us to do. So we walked down the Wildwood Trail a bit and saw that. And then we drove up to the top of Pittock Mansion to see the view of Portland because it's really stunning. We also ate really well while we were there. We are vegan, and so sometimes it can be hard to find places to eat when we travel, but Portland has so many good options that I didn't even like look in advance for anywhere to eat. I just knew that we would find something wherever we ended up on our adventures. And so we had lunch at Next Level Burger, which we had been there once before when we went up to buy our mattress. They are super yummy. It's 100% plant based, but they have burgers. They added tacos, bowls, and like wraps and breakfast items to the menu. They have a full Thanksgiving holiday menu right now. And so that was really good. We joked that we were going to come back for dinner, which we might have done, except I didn't want to drive in the dark across Portland again. So instead, for dinner, we walked from our hotel room and found this other plant based, uh, like smoothie bowl spot, but it was called the Blossoming Lotus. Not something we typically eat, and so the change was really nice. And then once we got home from birthday adventures, we just came home. My husband made a really good birthday cake. I wanted a funfetti cake, and so he made me one. Um, and then we decorated it and just had cake and presents, and that was really nice. But yeah, it was a really great celebration, and I had a really great time. And I look forward to what this next 10 years has to bring. Part of my birthday is I decided I wanted to take a week off from work, and so I'm actually doing that right now. I'm cozy. I've been cozy in the bedroom all morning. The neighbor cat has come over and he's been snuggling near me. He doesn't really like to snuggle, but he's been laying on the bed the last couple days, so I'm pretending that we're snuggling even though he's just laying next to me. While I'm home from work, I'm going to have kind of a at-home reading retreat and just do a bunch of fun, relaxing activities, including reading and a couple crafts and maybe go to the library and stuff. So that's going to be next week's vlog. So if you are interested, definitely subscribe so you can see when that one comes out. And I hope you have a wonderful day.